That's okay. I have things to talk to the peeps about. Let's do it.
Oh, great. All right.
Can I see all the chats?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. Just make sure
Cool.
nothing looks like it's breaking yet.
Don't break it.
Oh, no promises. I did do something different today. We'll see if it breaks it. You know me.
Best test of a system. See if you can break it.
Yep. All right. Yeah.
Thanks, Tyler. Hey. Hey, everybody. Like my shirt? Hey, Luann. Nice. And hi to our other Anne. And some of the other names scrolled past me. Apparently, our live went live without us. I think Tyler's kindly set it up, so it's mostly automated. Ah, hi Sandy. Hi Carol. Billy. I think I've got everyone who's commented. Right? Anne with an E. We're the luckiest Annes around. All right, well. We had sewing questions today. We're going to have a discussion, apparently, about some of the sewing machine questions. I thought I would come down and tease Leah, see if she needed me for the hard questions, but Tyler's like, Anne, the live started. Leah's not there yet. So here I am. Let's just have a chat. Let's just like have a Freedom Friday from rules and restrictions and programming. If you guys have any live questions, throw them at me. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you stuff you may or may not want to know about stuff in general. As you can see, I'm a Rotarian, and I heard some interesting things this week. The Center for Newcomers here in Calgary that receives a lot of people who've immigrated or are in refugee status or displaced. Well, they help them. And one of my dear friends works there. Hey, Patty. And we've been delivering our sewing machines there. People sometimes donate machines to us. Sometimes they're abandoned, or sometimes they're traded in, but they're, in our opinion, that's something we really want to sell onto the market. Oh, hey, Billy, a garden visit would be great, except for the flippin' wind. And, I'm here at work instead of in the garden where I would love to be. Anyway, they had a big grand opening, so I went up to there to visit, and they have a catering center that they opened in the Newcomer Center, and it caters food to different groups. It's called Ethnicity, and they train newcomers who need work experience, maybe to get a job in a catering business or a food service business. So they've got this amazing training facility that actually is a business. So, and I hadn't really put the two and two together in my head, but they're calling them social enterprises. And I went, what's that look like? And my friend was explaining it to me. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. In some of the business courses, they're like, why do you do what you do? And part of that is this social enterprise thing. I do what I do so I can A, give it away, B, eat, and, be a functional human being. But on top of it, I think of my store as a social enterprise. Often the bookkeepers, accountants, controllers here will give me heck because I give too much away. I don't think you can. Oh, look, there's Leah.
Did you hijack on Facebook Live?
Well, it was live and no one was here. So I caught Leah being late to work. Sorry. Tyler's like, hey, the live's live without any help.
So sorry.
Hi, Kels. I'm doing Facebook Live today.
That's fabulous.
Okay.
It's you can do what you want with what's in the background.
Well, I'm just telling people things they might not have tuned in to hear, but they're getting to hear it anyway.
Okay.
So,
That will work.
and today I was wearing my Rotary shirt. It tied right in.
My
Hi.
pie. I made it.
7 minutes tardy.
Sorry, I was picking fabric for a peppermint swirl dress with customers.
7 lashes with a wet needle.
I know. Had the dress is pretty much figured out. Just need to figure out the math.
Yeah, Billy. So, what we had discussed the last Garden Live, that perhaps on the holidays when the store's closed and no one's here to do a Facebook Live, like perhaps July 1st, I'm going to do a garden tour then, as long as it's not pouring down rain. Or like the other day, it was literally hailing so consistent and hard it looked like snow.
Yeah.
The good news was it wasn't catastrophic hail. It didn't break anything.
Yeah.
Your garden okay over at your
Well, I
house?
don't know. I haven't been out to see it.
Mm.
Been
Yeah.
busy and it's wet, so
Well,
I'm leaving it
right?
alone.
The other day it was just... I'm more worried about hail that comes in this way
Yeah.
than hail that's just dropping.
Yeah.
But it was bouncing back up about 18 inches. So
Goodness.
it was hitting hard.
Yeah.
But
That terminal
like-
velocity of hail. Whatever speed it's going fast.
pea size.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem to cause any damage, but it did look like it had snowed at my house. I'm like, no.
I didn't notice
No.
that. Must have been one of those days where I wasn't here.
I was coming down to tease you about I would be here for the hard questions.
Okay. Which hard questions would you like?
Well, you said you were going to do sewing questions today.
I think we said we were going to do embroidery questions today.
Hand or machine?
Machine. All the questions I had were machine questions.
Well, there you go. I'm here for the hard ones.
Okay. But lots of the questions that I got were very context based. So not a lot, like very machine specific context based questions is what came in for machine embroidery questions over the last couple weeks.
Ooh, our Anne, the other Anne with no E.
So lots of the questions were, how do I add another design into something I'm already working on, like a date or another shape? Or
Hi, Tyler.
No, just check. Don't mind me.
okay.
Everything seems good. They're talking to me, so I assume they're hearing me.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah. So some of it was like, I want to add a name onto something that's already designed, or I want to add a little kitty cat on top of a couch, kind of thing. So a lot placement, depending on your machine features, will depend very much if you're able to add a second layer of embroidery in on top of something already existing. On the Berninas, it's usually a plus sign on screen. When you're editing your design to add a second layer in, and then you'll use your placement tools to shimmy that up where you want it.
Yeah, so that's on the most current Berninas, because before that, well, I guess there was a plus taking you out to the file folders.
Yeah, so a couple of the questions have been there's like 32 answers based on what you have in your house. So unfortunately, some of these things
Sandy.
I could do one demo of how to do this.
We're gonna get Sandy to send to social
Yes.
at mysewingroom.ca.
Yeah.
Social, like in social media.
Yes. Yeah. If you have questions or photos that you want to share with
She
the big
does.
wider world,
She says she has a picture of some freestanding lace. My
Yeah.
favorite. My
Freestanding
mom's
lace is
favorite.
great. So much fun. So those things, you might be able to do it on board your machine. On Brother, you might have an add option. Depending on the level of Brother you have, you might need to be an embroidery edit, not just embroidery.
Very different things.
Very different things. So very context based, and if you're wanting more specific instruction, we have run a whole bunch of classes over the last little while where we've added a name into something. So we ran a garden flag class in May, one of those recent months.
Well, and there's a few machines you can't. You have to embroider a thing and then go to the next thing and then do placement checking.
Yeah.
Some of them entry level or Yeah, entry-level embroidery machines. But one thing that stumps people, and they don't realize this, that almost every machine enters the design into the dead center of the hoop.
Yeah.
So that's a great thing to know when you're trying to figure out, where do I go from here?
Yeah.
Because if dead center's okay,
Sweet, leave it there.
because the first one came in dead center unless you moved it. Then the second one will come in dead center unless you move it.
Yeah.
And so you can move it and then do your check functions and other basics.
Yeah. So those are some of the ways you might handle adding a name or a kitty cat into an already made design. The other way that you could use, if you have the tools, is embroidery software. So this would be something free
Love my software.
free version from Bernina is ArtLink. There's a version 9 ArtLink, and it is a basic. You can open it on your computer screen, add your second layer in there, look at it all together, make sure that second layer is where you want it to stitch out, send it to your machine. If you want way more control and you want to take out a lizard and put a cat in, then you might need editing software. So there's a whole variety of levels of editing software that would allow you to do those things with huge amounts of precision.
I love mine.
Love software. We had somebody else buy version 9 software today. So excited for her.
The possibilities.
The possibilities. So very, very much depends on your machine. If you're wanting more hands-on work through a project, the Garden Flag class we ran earlier this year in the OSD Stitch Party series, we added a name and a date into a pre-made design to customize the wedding flag. So that would be a good place for that. No, it's not here right now.
Because on one side is my wedding and on the other side is Leah's. She's like, whose wedding should I use? I'm like, it's got 2 sides. Use mine and yours.
We'll just share it. We'll switch back and forth for our anniversaries.
My anniversary's in just over a month.
Yeah. Mine was a few months back.
Pi Day.
Yeah.
Forever to be remembered.
Yeah. The only person that gets anniversary food at work.
Everybody celebrates Pi Day around here. We love pie.
Yeah, so that was one of, it was a whole series of questions, but they all wrapped up into combining designs and very much highly dependent on the tools you have in your arsenal. So if you need more instruction on those specific tools, we'll send you out some links that would be helpful to the person who sent those questions in, because we've covered this in more depth with a machine involved.
Where?
Other classes we've already run, like OSD Stitch Party. What other classes? Some of our Kimberbell stuff we've done. Some of our Kimberbell a la carte we've added things in.
The new owners classes on where? YouTube?
YouTube. Yes.
What's our YouTube channel's name?
My Sewing Room, DOTCA. .ca, all spelled out.
So is our Instagram account.
Some people already found us on YouTube because they're
know,
watching
right?
their live today. It's great.
Okay.
There's 5.
Oh, 5 viewers. Come on, viewers on YouTube. Give us a shout out.
They answered my poll yesterday.
Woo! Yay.
Yeah, we ran a poll yesterday. It was great. It's a new thing. Tyler has the power to make that happen.
Super cool.
Yeah. So that was one of the embroidery questions. Another question that I found really, really interesting in the fan mail questions was, I know you guys sell like OSD and Kimberbell and a few other embroidery companies there in the store, but if you're out wandering the wilds of the internet, how do you qualify a design if you're buying something elsewhere?
I personally would try their free one, because Claire says hi. Hi, Claire. Almost all of them will have some sort of freebie to try. Oh, Robin from Maryland.
Yeah.
Now we're turning international.
I love it. So it's really hard to know what you're getting when you buy third-party designs off the internet. Anybody with some level of embroidery software can make files. They may know a huge amount about embroidery, or it may be their first time digitizing. They may have software that writes to your machine format really in a very tidy manner, or they may not.
It's a problem, especially in the world of Bernina. There's much confusion about what to buy if you own a Bernina.
Yeah.
If you're a software user and they use True Art, A-R-T, then you would want that. But if you're not a software user, you want an EXP. And EXP exports out of some software as 3 separate files or a single file, which also causes some people great consternation. And what are the other 2 files for? Because one is the stitching file.
One is an image file, so you get colors on screen.
Yeah, so you get
The BMP and the INF.
yeah, the information and the picture.
Yeah.
Bitmap.
Yeah.
And without all 3 of them in your sewing machine, say you had a beautiful Christmas scene and a green tree and red ornaments all over it, might not be that color.
Yeah, so that's another thing that often comes up is you buy a design elsewhere or you get a design from somewhere and the colors show up super wonky on your screen. Most of the time, designers leave instructions that you need light green, dark green, gray, medium gray, black, white, pink, or whatever color those are. Don't necessarily go exactly by the color showing up on your screen.
Yeah, the thread chart, the printed or PDF thread chart is the real roadmap.
Yeah.
Because you know, like right now, GPS.
Yeah.
I with that big Sutina trail around us.
It's not on there.
No, according to my car, I'm driving in. I'm like off-roading. I can
Yes.
clearly see a road in front of me, but my GPS thinks I'm off-roading.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like that. If you don't have the files, you don't see what you need to see.
Yeah. So those are some of the things to evaluate. Try stitching out, like Anne said, one of the freebie designs.
Yeah, to see how you like their instructions, their color charts, and the actual digitizing. Is it well done? Is it kind of weird?
Does it have a lot of like weird moves without thread trimming? Does it have
You know what I use my software for?
editing, all of that?
Fixing crappy designs.
Me too. Me too. That
We're
is,
so alike.
you've taught me well.
Does this work on a 750?
Ah,
But what? Lots of stuff works on a 750, but let's be more specific, Carol Bouchard.
we can answer. I might need a manual because it's been a while since I've had a 750 in my hands.
So the early 750s were one of the machines you could not have 2 designs up on. You had
Yeah.
to embroider the one, clear the screen, and bring the second one in.
Yeah.
You could stitch multiple designs, but you had to do it a bit blind. It's kind of like my GPS and the Sutina Trail.
You might get to Sarsi, you might not.
I sometimes have to bring up Google Maps on my phone to make it all work. And that's
Yeah.
where your thread chart comes in handy, because it does say first color is X and second color Y, and works your way through it.
Yeah.
So,
And really the biggest thing to remember that I learned from you is there's 2 kinds of embroiderers. Those who test.
and those who wish they had.
So go into a new design from a new designer, really anywhere that you haven't used before as a test. Don't go in hoping that this is your perfect wedding gift to hand off tomorrow morning.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. That usually leads to
What other
things going
questions
wrong.
you have? I love questions. I like working my brain.
So most of the questions are sitting on my computer at the front. Except the ones lurking here.
You have long legs.
I do. You entertain the peeps.
Do we have enough? I'm gonna totally go off board and talk about the things I want to talk
Oh,
about.
wait. No. there can't
Oh,
be.
wait, there's more. You had your Kimberbell a la carte class this morning, and all we mean by that is, you got to come and get it. We participate in almost every program that Kimberbell has out there.
It's not completely assembled yet.
Ew, so cute. Can I pick it up? Oh, no, I'm going to have to go to the other camera. What's the name of that one up there?
Wild top.
There we go. There we
So
go.
that was Wildflower Blooms. It was a tote bag
Look at
originally, but I
that.
didn't feel like making a tote bag.
Well, a lot of designers love tote bags and pillows, but how many of those can you have
So
in
this
your
is a
world?
pillow blank.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
And these are,
Kimberbell pole flowers.
they are sweet. Oh, look, you did fringe today. How exciting was that for the people in attendance? Oh, and these card
Gift
holders.
pocket holders. I'm gonna go review my notes that didn't make it back to me.
Use those long legs. Go fast. I bet you this. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. I bet you this is a bow that's been stitched in so that you can. Gonna twist this one so that I have polka dots up all the way around. There we go. We'll see if my guess is right. Anyway, so in the last few weeks, I have had some really interesting things happening. There we go. A lot of them really mean. Hey, Lana. Yeah, so I don't like mean people. I try very hard not to be mean people. Even though sometimes your base instincts want you to yell, you don't. Remain grown up. We've had some customers come in and berate my staff members and swear at them and get quite ridiculous and angry. That's not the way to behave. I have enough customers and lovely customers that those ones don't need to attend to my shop. I've had people attacking through the internet, through Messenger. Good thing about that these days is you can report them, block them, and delete them. So we'll do that. And then we'll still remain grown up. Look at those long legs work so good.
I'm back.
Hey!
I haven't found relevant samples.
And then the other question, I don't know if they can see. We can bring it down. A minute. It's easier to. You got it up? Yeah. You want me to go top down again?
Sure.
All right. Here we go.
So this
Yeah.
class was in April. That's when we taught that.
Mr. and Mrs. Walker, established 2015.
Yeah.
And in Leah colors. And then Mr. and Mrs. Dale, established in 1995.
In Anne colors.
In Anne colors.
So this was a really good one for figuring out placement because there was more than one place to do it. The next one coming up in July
So cute.
is this garden gnome. So this is part of the Stitch Party Volume 2
Nice.
series of classes. And so we'll be making the fun gnome, but he comes with a blank sign. So if you want to add wording on top of your sign, we'll be
I
talking
don't
about
grow
that.
basil, but I do have tarragon and chives and tomatoes,
Okay.
raspberries, strawberries.
You would just tell me what you want on your sign next week. And not next week.
He's super
I don't know what day.
cute.
I don't know what day that class is happening. I should know. It's mid-July.
Is there a class?
Mid-July sometime.
Is that supposed to be a bow when you're done?
Or tie it around chocolate or the
Ooh, you
Kinderbell
could
sweet
tie
tea.
something to it.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, so we had the samples up in the store have chocolate tied
I
to
made you a bow.
them. You tie much better bows than I do.
100 years of experience. Okay, well, not 100 years, but millions of bows.
Just a few, right?
Uh-huh.
Another class that will work with placement. You want to go back to front? Nope, not that one. That one.
Ooh, nice.
Harvest table. There's a little bit of placement work in there, or not really?
Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
Multi-hooping on the table runner.
Yeah, multi-hooping on the table runner.
And the, tied on this thing, super tied on. You make 4 napkin rings all at once. It's super slick. I had so much fun. I'm like, how's this really gonna work? I love it. Yeah. So doing those samples and then the table runner.
I fell out of frame.
Come on in. Come on. Come on. I'll share the spotlight with you.
Thanks.
The table runner has the same design duplicated on the bottom, but
Yeah.
turned in such a way they aren't kerplunk.
Right.
So they look like
Continue.
they go together. And so rather
Yeah.
than, like bunk,
Yeah.
They do this.
Nice.
And they're lovely. And it's easy to do. And they use placement lines. So you know when you have software, you could you could create placement lines.
Right?
So cool. Once you know what they're good for and how simple
Fantastic.
they are. And what I suggest is if you don't have software, but you get a placement line in
another
in a
class
design, save the placement lines and use them. If they come in as a single design without the flower or the other pattern, save them because they can be quite functional in other places, especially if you need a super duper center stitched out in your hoop.
Yeah.
Just a little tip.
So that class is August 5th, and we are still taking registration. We'll probably have to cap registration end of next week so we can get it ordered and here on time.
And I know that we're going to share some super secret tips in there. Amazing tips.
Yeah.
Leah and Chelsea were both very excited.
Yeah. So it'd be a good one. If you want to try more things with your embroidery machine, you could join us in store for that. If you want somebody helping you poke buttons on your machine, join us in store. If you're pretty confident and you want to stay at home, you can do that too.
Yeah, so if you don't live here, Robin from Maryland, you're welcome to join us via the internet.
Yeah.
I've been in quite a few meetings lately, and I feel like everyone has decided they all love to hate Zoom. I'm like, no, I feel what you're saying because together in person,
Way more fun.
yeah. Because when you're being silly, I can do that.
Right. I can do that too.
Then, but Zoom opened the world. We get to talk to Robin from Maryland. We get to talk to Lana, and maybe she's not at home today. Maybe she's out at her summer retreat.
Yeah.
You can join in from anywhere in the world, and I've met some amazing people through Zoom, and we can engage with people that would not be able to otherwise arrive here, or it's too costly to have particular guest come and lecture in person. And it's one of the instructors I know, she said people think it's just the few days that I come and teach in their stores, but it isn't. And I know that from being an instructor. It's the 3-4 days prep time ahead of time, the travel time, then the 3-4 days in the shop, and then the 3-4 more days at home to decompress, unpack, sift and sort for the next event.
Yeah.
So it feels like you're always packing.
Yeah. Well, I'm really bad for getting somewhere with only like 7/8 of what I need.
I know.
So it's tricky.
I would like to do my sewing classes from my house. All my good stuff is there. Everything.
I know, but my room is not clean and there's not enough cameras.
No, but I mean me, if I was attending a
Yeah.
sewing class, I've seen you in action. If I screwed it all up, you can help me.
Yeah.
I've seen you sort stuff out. I don't even know what the problem is. So
Some days I have it all under control.
techie brain. So what else have we got going on here?
We have some new fabric. It's called
And new blanks.
yeah, the new blanks. I talked about those this morning. That's what this is stitched on.
This is one of the pillow blanks.
Yeah.
Look at you guys. Let's do the top.
So if
New
zippers aren't
blanks.
your jam,
Yeah.
That zipper's already
Ooh, and this
sewn
is an invisible one on this
yeah.
blank. So nice. Nice. If you don't like zippers, they are done.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to unpick the thing to put the thing on it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna make?
A pillow.
You're gonna make a pillow.
Yeah, this would look good in my daughter's room.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't need more junk on her bed, but here we are.
Some days. Which one?
Front.
Friend, thank you.
You're out of practice.
I haven't really done a program since Tyler reprogrammed the deck.
Yeah, we keep changing the deck around.
You know,
That's
when we know better, we do better.
Yeah.
And if Tyler can get a new tool squeezed in on us, Oh, Claire, yeah, it's really, um, all the all the machine companies are sourcing blanks for us, so we have alternate places to stitch,
Yeah.
and
Sometimes you just want to do the embroidery. You don't want to make
I
100
always
others.
just want to do the
You don't
embroidery.
want to do the other sewing.
You know, cutting out and making a pillow and putting a zipper in. I don't mind that, but if I didn't have to, these are great. And so I see colors.
Yes, these are OESD's pillow blanks, not Kimmerbell's, but you're allowed to mix and match. Don't tell either brand I said that.
Yeah, they would, of course, all prefer that we just stuck with one over the other, but you know, that stifles creativity. So let's not
Yeah.
do that. And, you know, I don't think OESD cares if I'm using their embroideries wherever.
You're using their embroidery,
And Kimberbell using their embroideries somewhere else, as long as I'm using them.
right?
Everybody got paid.
Right.
We weren't
Twice as much fun.
Woo! Judy joined us.
This
This one.
that orange pillow blank is really pretty.
This one.
Yeah, the navy is really pretty too.
So new colors.
Yeah, there's new colors of tea towels coming too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are OESD Judy. Brand new colors. Lots of new stuff. It's on the website, right?
The pillow blanks, yes.
Yeah, I've seen these.
Yeah.
So we're trying not to show you anything on camera that you can't buy immediately.
We're trying
It
to get
just
better at
seems
this.
mean. What you got there?
A whole bunch of panels. So new fabric panels.
I don't
I don't know how we are for camera placement.
It was really funny. I saw a video the other day and somebody said, "Oh my gosh, that moose is dangerous." And I'm like, "That's not a moose, that's an elk."
So these are Call of the Wild.
They're beautiful. I believe they're digital.
They're digital prints. They're stunning.
Yeah, Hoffman.
Yeah. So there's that one. We have elk,
Not a moose.
not a moose. Don't worry, the moose are coming.
It was really funny. Yeah, you can see that beautifully. It's a gorgeous horse. And it's really soft tones of grays.
Yeah.
There's some inspiration pictures on the Hoffman website if people they go, "I love that panel, but I'm not sure what to do with it."
And then I probably can't get all of this panel in one shot, so we'll
Oh, is this the 2-meter one?
one of them, yes. So this,
Let's see.
again, Hoffman's got a
Wow.
couple.
Oh, okay. Well, this one's a 4Z or more.
No, it's like an 8Z. It's chaos.
8. Okay. Well, here, we'll do it like a rolling screen. Open it up.
Do you need to stand up and hold the top?
We'll put it up there. Okay, so
So cardinals and trees.
pull your side. There you go. So there's 4-ish. Then we'll roll it in the next section. Isn't that a beautiful bear?
Bear and the caribou.
So these look like minis of the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The owl.
Wolf howling.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite.
So that's the end of that one. We get to do another one. This is the winter one.
Little chickadees at the bottom. Holy doodles. Yeah. The couple on there look like the big elk on here.
And then this is another one. Kind of the same idea.
There's
There's
a
our
moose. And then,
Eagles in there. Oh,
oh, and a cat.
just a little kitty cat.
They're not so little in our neighborhood. Have you seen any?
No, yeah, they're big this year. And the bears.
Oh, the bears got babies.
Yeah,
and the forest.
So pretty. So again, those are Call of the Wild from.
Nice. Digital prints get a clarity that the traditional printing methods didn't. And sometimes when you did a face, whether it was human or animal,
It all just a little off.
it looks a little creepy.
And then there was this is a blender kind of background
pretty?
for sashing or adding into those
It's
things.
trees.
There might be
Frost-
more. We might have more Call of the Wild up front.
frosty blue trees with other versions.
Yeah.
Some new product just to keep you engaged on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
I was telling them that some people hadn't been really very nice in the last couple weeks.
We're gonna just block those people because we're allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can't come here and be happy, you can't come here.
Yeah, this is a happy
You can
place.
come here sad or cranky, as long as you're coming here to get happy.
Yeah.
But you don't get to bring the cranky and the crappy and all of that through the front door.
You don't get to bring the
Or-
super mean through the front door.
Or through social media.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah, Loanne. Ooh. Beautiful panels.
Yeah. So that mostly answers most of the embroidery questions that I had.
There'll be more.
There will be more. We're doing Fan Mail Fridays every Friday except July 1st.
We're going to go in the garden if it's not raining, snowing, or hurricaning, whatever it's going to do here.
We're not having summer this year.
It's been pretty exciting. I mean, the rain and the intermittent heat, my garden has got...
Oh, mine's like, my beans are like this tall. They're very sad. You remember the chaos I had last year? Everything is a month behind where it was last year.
Oh, interesting, because
Yeah.
all my perennials have lost their minds. I have ferns in my backyard, and for those of you who know Betty, I have ferns in my backyard taller than Betty.
Goodness.
I don't think they've ever been that tall this early.
Yeah.
And, ooh, how many of you saw Cliff on Tuesday? That was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cliff was over the other day to pick something up, and he was like, oh my gosh, look at your garden. He said, just the other day, 2 weeks ago, that was just dirt.
Yeah.
And now you can't even see. And things have just gone berserk.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the unfortunate thing is when we did the last live, I planted 200 tulips last fall, and they were just starting to pop, and
Yeah.
it didn't look like 200. Well, it turned out really interesting because I had 4 colors. And the one color, orange,
Yeah.
was kind of a pink-orange mix, were called Michael. That's hilarious. Then the black ones, my favorite color, were called Queen of the Night.
Nice.
And then there was a pink one and a white one. So 4 different colors, 50 bulbs each. I didn't plan it this way.
Do you just
But
throw them all in a bucket or?
No, I planted them in waves through the yard.
Yeah.
They all came up at different times.
Oh, nice.
So there was never like a swath of 200,
Yeah.
which is kind of what I had pictured in my head. But no, the little white ones came up, the little pink ones came up, then the orange ones came up, and then the black ones came up last.
Oh, nice.
And I thought they were all the same. No, the pink and white ones are pretty short, the orange ones are kind of medium, and the black ones were 2 foot tall.
Crazy.
But they're gone now.
Yeah.
And all the other stuff has popped up, and it just wow.
Yep.
Yeah. But we'll take them there on July 1st, as long as I don't forget, because I'm getting weird and old. As long as it's not
Pouring rain.
pouring. Yay! Look at.
We have comments on both places. I love it. Makes me
Thank
happy.
you for playing along. We love it when you engage back with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Other thing, yeah.
upcoming.
Things. This is not upcoming, it's ongoing. There's a Bernina Sale that ends June 30th. There's some good stuff on
Next
it.
week. So
Yes.
if you hadn't caught that yet, you might want to check into it.
Yep.
And because we know for sure that Robin's from Maryland, the Canadian promotions and the American promotions quite different.
Don't overlap.
Yeah, they
Different markets.
They come out of different places.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and it's truly that. And I can forgive a lot of people a lot of things, and you sometimes can see it coming, but yeah, it's like the world has lost their manners.
Yeah.
Driving home, I've been almost every day I drive home, someone tries to kill me. It's like they've forgotten the rules of the road.
Yeah.
And then we have people saying horrible things, but I mean, lots of us are minding our P's and Q's.
Yeah.
I think,
Mostly everybody out there's lovely humans in our little world. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Also upcoming Thursday next week, June 30th, we're having our next embroider along for Kimberbell's digital dealer exclusives. So if you
yeah.
so if you bought any of the designs from the last 3 months, or you signed up for the whole year, you can come embroider along with us.
Yeah, you get to hang out with Leah.
If you want to.
Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea's not here that day.
Woo!
It's just like a private hangout with Leah.
Private Leah hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either
maybe-
on Zoom or in store.
Maybe I'll join from home with all my cool stuff.
Yeah.
Or not. It's a nice day. I'll be in the garden. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. There's some people who played along with our Aunt Annie's mystery quilt last year.
We're gonna release the hounds.
I heard
July
rumors
1st.
of more mysteries.
That's an absolute fact. Registration opens up July 1st.
Yeah, more details coming.
Of course, we're not open, so that'll be July 2nd, Saturday.
Yeah.
But again, for the people joining us from elsewhere, we had one previously, so it's a mystery novel that you can.
Oh, you're giving them way more info than I did.
Well, we have a second one, and there was a teaser sent out. Anyone paying attention already knows. I'm not telling them. There's a second book to the first book of the Aunt Annie's mystery. There's a second quilt, Sew Along.
Yeah.
I'm not telling them what's in there, but I'm telling you, it's awesome and not at all like the first one.
Yeah.
You learned a lot in the first one because it was a bit like a sampler quilt at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And you could, if that intrigues you, and today's the first you ever heard about that, we recorded the series, and you can still take that class.
Yeah.
It'll be recorded, and then you have access to all of our instructors through our education email. You can ask questions about the program.
Yeah.
And there's videos and instructions to follow along. But all the same format as last time. But a new novel, a new quilt, new kits.
Yeah. And some really cool bonus stuff along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna announce that in July 1st e-news, which is next Friday.
Yeah.
And then registration Saturday morning. I expect our phone to ring off the hook or the emails to be full to the rafters.
Yeah.
Because everyone around here is really excited about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all we can share.
Yeah, super excited.
There's lots to learn.
Yeah.
If you're somewhat new to quilting and patchwork and that,
You'll learn stuff.
Barb's a good teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You can catch her on our Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Share these videos with your friends.
And like them. And hit notifications.
Oh, yes. Like, subscribe, hit
Share.
the notification, share.
Share with a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get signed up for our e-news so you get that info.
Because why not?
Yes. Because you won't know when secret things go live if you're not on the e-news.
Yeah, we might accidentally spill our guts on Facebook Live. Whoops.
Oops.
Darn. As long as we remember to show up.
Right? I was on my way here. I was trying really hard.
It's okay, I was here. I
Which
was
is
going to
awesome.
come bug you anyway.
Oh, okay.
But instead I stole the screen for a while.
That's fine. Super excited. And coming up, we're almost into like new machine launch season with our machine companies.
Yeah, you and I will be attending trainings through the summer. Yep, for the machines we carry. We'll see what's new, what's happening, and bet we can Facebook Live from there.
Yep. Totally can.
We'll spill our guts the second we have anything to tell.
Yep. I don't know what tripod we're taking with us, but we'll tuck something in the suitcase.
Ooh, we should let Tyler buy us a new tool.
Yeah, I got a plan. We'll go talk to him.
We need like this selfie stick that has the gimbal so that we're not taping and shaking.
Yeah, I'm a little chaotic.
Sometimes.
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 That is very much the case.
You know what? When you hit this age, that all stops. You don't have enough energy for that too.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm so calm.
Oh,
I realize I do not have enough energy to angst over the crazy people that come
yeah.
to us,
But you don't,
whatever means.
maybe you don't talk with your hands enough while you film. I think that's my problem.
You just get older.
You just chill out. Okay.
You chill out. Yeah, I used to work.
Maybe my birthday's in a couple days. Maybe I'll chill out then.
Does it have a 0 in it?
No.
No, zeros chill you out a lot.
Okay, well, we got a few more years before another one of those.
Right? I don't. I'm not happy. Anyway,
You've got further than you think. You're fine.
I'm fine. All right. She says I'm fine.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
We're here for you.
You should show me a big. We should have a big stinking party. We had a big stinking party the last time I had a 0.
Okay. Well, we can start planning that now.
There's
Would that make it
there's
feel better?
cake.
Yeah. Yeah. We could do that.
I'm giving you ample opportunity to make that happen.
I know. Because you're.
Oh my gosh. We're just ridiculous. Okay. Say goodbye, Leah.
Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Take care. Remember, keep the mean feelings to yourself, as per